Stylogeeklife. In this video, we look into the contents of Module 1 as well as how helpful the resources are. Let me show you the learning outcomes of this module. So this module starts off with a more generic introduction by sharing the concept of digital disruption and how it is affecting businesses. It then talks about how this changes your consumer behavior and how to go about managing it. Some insights are then shared on how are the digital-first marketing strategies that are usually done, as well as how to go about transiting to being digital-first. Here's how I feel about each week's content, which I rate on a scale of 1 to 10 stars, 10 being most helpful and 1 being not helpful at all. The first week was a pretty good introduction. They explained the concept of disruption, the characteristics of digital disruption, which offer quite a few pointers on where to start and how to take a look at this whole digital disruption thing. There were examples shared on companies that succeeded and companies that failed in the marketing transformation. But much of such information was shared in the form of articles, and they were not diligently discussed during the live class, where what was only discussed was about the skills that we marketers would actually need in order to bring about successful marketing transformation. However, knowing the skills that are necessary is not sufficient, as a lot of things highly depends on company culture, the department you are in, and the power you actually hold, the amount of influence you have in the company itself. In week 2, then we touch on the effect of mobile and social technology on consumers and marketers, how it disrupts the customer journey, and we look into the effects of e-commerce and on-demand services, the effects of brand loyalty, competition from digital-only retailers who have much more expertise in the digital age, as well as the value and the role of brick-and-mortar stores. They also look into reimagining products as a service, such as renting it rather than the consumer owning it. All this information are readily available on the internet, and you are able to extract them off on your own. And therefore, I find that it is not exactly that helpful because these are common knowledge that could be available easily. Then comes week 3, where we talk about the value proposition campus to map consumers' needs to the company's offerings, exploring the needs and means of leveraging existing technology to optimize our customer engagement, and also how data is commonly used for its importance in the digital-first business. This is quite useful to me because it really forces one to learn how to apply those models that they have shared. At the same time, these models are also quite applicable across different industries, so long as you know how to use it properly for your own consumers. And lastly, in week 4, we talk about the leadership in marketing transformation, the attributes of good leadership in order to support a digital-first concept and change. They also offered examples of companies that transited. Much of it you can also search up on articles online. And it ends off by asking you to think about the structure and processes to support digital-first marketing strategies. So why did I find that this wasn't very helpful is because they didn't give much insights as to how do you exactly apply these leadership attributes into your own company and show these success stories as to how they managed to use them to make a good transition into this digital age. These information continue to be good theories on paper, and we aren't really sure how they are transformed into action because there's only one way to find out, is to try it on your own.